Let's have a look at another short answer example on how to do the short answer questions. As a quick review, as you know, these questions go in order. We want to look at the question set for the short answer and see which ones are easiest to find first and start with those. Then we know the questions go in order. We have to be able to look at the question, look at the key words in the question, locate that specific sentence that the question is coming from, and then we'll be able to answer the question. Also, we have to be aware that sometimes they will take two sentences from a paragraph and combine them into one sentence for a question. So we have to be aware of that in terms of our strategy and tactics when we are doing this particular type of question. All right, so let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. This one comes from the official IELTS 8 practice test 2014. Throughout this course, I'm using the Cambridge book, IELTS book 10, the Cambridge IELTS book 9, and also the official IELTS 8 practice test 2014. Those are the best books to practice with. Love those books because they are designed by the people that make the test. So I encourage you to go out and get those books because that's what is good to practice with. That is what I'm teaching from. And if you want to do the practice along with me, that's what you need. Okay? The Dover Bronze Age boat. The Dover Bronze Age boat. So let's go immediately. You go immediately to the questions. You don't have to read the introduction or read the topic sentences of the paragraphs. It's a waste of time. Go right to the questions. They go in order. We start with those first. Here we're focusing on our short answer questions. So we have how far under the ground was the boat found? What natural material has been secured to the boat? What aspect of the boat was the focus of 2012 reconstruction? So when we look at numbers 10, 11, 12, and 13, when we look at 10, 11, 12, and 13, number 13 is going to be the easiest one to find first. Number 13 is going to be the easiest one to find first because it has a date. I'm sorry, number 12. Forgive me, number 12. 12 is the easiest to find first because it has a date, 2012. So what aspect of the boat was the focus of 2012 reconstruction? So let's look for that. I found 2012, but I'm going to look on this first page and make sure I don't see 2012 again. As I was scanning up, I saw the number 2012, but I don't see it on this. I see 2002, but I don't see 2012. All right, and here's 2012 over here, and here we have 2012. All right, so our question says, what aspect of the boat was the focus of the 2012 reconstruction? All right, so our answer is in this sentence right here, and I'll explain to you why. In 2012, however, the whole shape was at the center of the work because the words center of the work are synonym for focus. The words center of the work are synonym for the words focus in the question. So our answer is whole shape. Whole shape was the focus. Whole shape was the center of the work. So it's all about being able to find that synonym language. So our answer for number 12 is whole shape. Okay. Now for the other ones, for numbers 10, 11, and 13, you know, it's pretty much, I mean, they all are pretty much the same. There are no real words that stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and look at number 11 first. Number 11 says, what natural material had been secured to the boat to prevent water entering? keywords here are we need a natural material, boat, and also water. All right, that's key. Water entering. What natural material had been secured to the boat to prevent water entering? So I know it has to come before this. And we're scanning. I scanned faster going down from the beginning. There's water log. And you might find it before I do. Let's see if you can. Here we go. We're looking for a word that prevents water from entering. Here's watertight. All right, watertight. Watertight is synonym for prevent water from entering. All right, so the seams have been made watertight by pads of moss. So that's our answer right there. Pads of moss. Watertight and pads of moss. So when we look down at our question, what natural material have been secured to the boat to prevent water entering? When it says prevent water entering, and we see the words watertight, that's prevent water from entering. That's our synonym language match. And then when we look at that sentence, we see the answer is pads of moss are what have been secured to prevent the water from entering. All right, now, number 10. How far under the ground was the boat found? How far under the ground was the boat found? Keywords are under the ground. All right, so we also know what's helpful with number 10. I guess I should have pointed this out to you. Now I see it actually. For number 10, what would have been the easiest thing to do also for number 10 is we know we're looking for a number, because it says how far under the ground. So we know we're looking for a number. And we know we're looking for a measurement. So actually number 10 was actually pretty easy to do properly. And we're starting backwards from here where it says watertight. Oh, here it is right here. 6 meters below. At the base of a deep shaft, 6 meters below the modern streets, a wooden structure was revealed. So, keyword, 6 meters below. Okay, 6 meters below. That's our answer. Yeah, I'm just checking. This is the 9 meters of the boat's length. This is talking about how long the boat was, where it says 9 meters. But here it says 6 meters below the street. So that's underground, right? So the answer is 6 meters. All right, now when we look at number 13, which two factors influence the decision not to make a full-scale reconstruction of the boat? So for number 13, we're looking for two factors. It's very important. We're looking for two factors. Two factors influence the decision to not make a full-scale reconstruction. Not make a full-scale reconstruction. Two factors and not make a full-scale reconstruction. We know it has to come after where they talk about 2012, right? Because this is the next question. And we're scanning, and we're scanning. Here we go. It was decided to make the replica half scale. So this is talking about them not making it full scale, right? It was decided to make the replica half scale. So this is the same as them saying they're not going to make it full scale. Get it? Okay. So it was decided to make the replica half scale for reasons of cost and time. There are our answers right there. Cost and time. Cost and time. So as we see with the short answer question, our question went in order, right? Our questions go in order. We found the answer to number one. Number one was right here at 6 meters. Number two was right here where it talks about pads of moss and watertight. Number three, the third one was right here about 2012. And the last one was right here where it talks about deciding to do it half scale, which means not full scale, and cost and time. So it went in order. We didn't do it in order, but the questions come in order. Okay, and that's what's very important to understand because it helps you find them. Okay, so take care, and I'll talk to you soon as we go through another short answer example.